Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Pat Calvin here on KHOU 11 Plus. We have a bit of a deeper dive on two things. One, the forecast, but two, the tornadoes that we had across the area, that big severe weather outbreak on Saturday. We actually now have preliminary information in from the National Weather Service on what we've seen so far. This is just preliminary. We're going to get a deeper dive on this as we head through the next few days. And I do think there's going to be one more tornado added to this list. But so far, the list is 5 tornadoes, 2 EF-3s, one in Montgomery County, the other in Chambers County, an EF-2 then in Brazoria County, and then 2 weak tornadoes in Galveston County, one in Dickinson, and then one in Bay Cliff. So let's go area to area and talk about these. We'll start with the Montgomery County tornado. This is the one that went through Porter Heights and Splendora, caused significant damage to brick structures, to the fire station there in East Montgomery County. There were mobile homes destroyed. This was an EF-3. We still have to get information on how long this was on the ground, but the wind speed range for an EF-3 rating is 136 to 165. It's very rare to see tornadoes this strong here. I believe the last one that we had that was this strong was the Pasadena and Deer Park ones. So they happen occasionally, but it's pretty unusual. Typically, you see those weaker EF-0, EF-1 tornadoes. So that was the one in Montgomery County, amazingly though, and thankfully no deaths here. Unfortunately, not the case in Brazoria County. This is the one that was in the Liverpool area, tracked up through Alvin and Algoa, and the development there just to the south of Alvin. This was an EF-2. This was on the ground for almost 9 miles. This destroyed the Walt Disney Elementary School. There was 1 fatality here, a bunch of injuries, and the EF-2 rating puts wind speeds in the range of 111 to 135 miles per hour. This was a significant storm. So the thunderstorm that produced this tornado, okay, so this was on the ground for 9 miles, then it lifted up. Then it dropped another tornado in Dickinson. This was only on the ground for like 2.5 football fields, only 250 yards, so pretty small amount of distance, but still was enough to do significant roof damage to homes. It was rated as an EF-1, so that puts wind speeds between 86 and 110 miles per hour. So we had a quick touchdown here. Then it lifted back up again. Again, same storm, and dropped another tornado. This one now right here in Bay Cliff near Bayshore Park. This is Bayshore Drive here. This was rated as an EF-0. Not much information right now on the damage that this caused. Probably a couple of trees down, but no injuries reported here. Winds between 65 and 85 miles per hour. So that's the weakest kind of tornado that we can get. From there, this tornado actually stayed formed and moved all the way across Galveston Bay, where it made landfall in Chambers County. And we had some damage here. There was a car flipped. There was a report initially of some injuries there. And this thing actually strengthened as it moved across Chambers County. So by the time it got to the Seabreeze community here, just to the south of Winnie, this was pushing EF-3 strength. So again, winds 135 to 165 miles per hour. The path length is to be determined because this continued outside of the Southeast Texas National Weather Service jurisdiction and moved into the, I believe it's Lake Charles National Weather Service office. So they have to do the survey out there, but this went through Jefferson County all the way into Louisiana. So eventually we'll have an answer on this, but that was a really significant tornado. So just an incredible storm system. Let's show you how it looked on radar. These were the first reports of damage that we had out towards the Katy area. That's why I think that we're going to get more information on potentially another tornado as they continue these surveys tomorrow and Tuesday. That storm then dropped that big tornado up in the Porter Heights area. That was the EF-3. Then our attention went south. There was the one in the Liverpool area. Then the 2 tornadoes that dropped in Dickinson and Bay Cliff, hopscotched over to Chambers County, and then just went right across, and then eventually through Jefferson County, all the way through Louisiana. I mean, this thing was on the ground for a while. And then look at all of the severe weather reports here. This was unbelievable. Just a swath of damage through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and the Carolinas. These were all the warnings associated with it. The red boxes are tornado warnings. The yellow ones are severe thunderstorm warnings. In total, this severe weather outbreak resulted in 180 severe thunderstorm warnings, 106 of which were tornado warnings. And this was all across 10 states, including Ohio. And look at all the storm reports. Incredible amounts of damage here. Stretching again from Texas all the way up into the Ohio Valley and as far north as Ohio and as far south as Florida.